Welcome, beautiful Filipinas, for part 22 in our series 100 Skills that, if you learn them, if you practice them, will increase your success. Now, skill 78 is integrity. Integrate, integrity. It means to weave things together in a way that makes things stronger. If you have 100 little hairs, you can break them one by one. But if you integrate and braid these hairs into a strong rope, even if you give all your strength to the rope, it will hold. And this is why integrity is so important. You weave together your heart, your mind, your body, your thoughts, your feelings, your words, your actions. If they are disintegrated, if you tell lies, if you think this but do the opposite, it's weak. You are divided. When you weave these things together, you become stronger. Now, this is why decisions, when you have choices, decisions in your life, sometimes your body wants to do this. I want to eat candy. Your mind says, I want to lose weight. Your feeling is undecided. When you make decisions, seek to integrate, seek to weave together your thoughts, your feelings, your words, your actions, and your goals, who you want to become in the future. Skill 79 is an understanding. You may use Google Maps to drive to work, to go to school, but a map is not reality. You understand this is an image on a phone, this is a piece of paper. Just because the piece of paper says mountain on it, it doesn't mean that the paper is a mountain. The map is an illusion. It's a guide. It's not reality. Well, at a deeper level, our words, our thoughts, are also maps. They're not reality. If I say the word table, that is a word, it is a sound. Table. Now, our mind connects the sound with a real table that's a square surface and 4 legs. The word table is not a table, but our mind connects it with the table. Our thought and the picture in our mind of a 4-legged table is not a table. It's not reality. Our thoughts are not real. Our words are not real. They are symbols. Like a Google map, they are symbols for reality, for the actual table. And just like Google Maps, you see a line here, a road, you see a line of a river. That's not a river. You see a little blue line saying, Lobak River. But that's a little blue line. It's not a river. It's not even wet. It's very, very far from reality. It's so incomplete. You can't wash your hands in the little blue line on the map. You can't drink the little blue line on the map. It's just a very, very simple, small version of the totality of reality. And the same is true with our words, with our thoughts. Reality is enormously big. There is so much happening. Scientists show that in any moment, we only notice a very small amount of what's going on. Like, you're watching this video, but do you know how many leaves are right here? Some leaves, right? Do you know how many trees are back here? You don't know, because you're focusing on a small bit of reality. And that small bit of reality that we're paying attention to is turned into words, which are maps. They're symbols of reality. They're not real. The word table isn't a table. The idea of a table isn't a table, right? A table is a table. But we're always thinking. We're always thinking, and it's easy to confuse our thoughts with reality. It's easy to believe our thoughts. We think a thought about a little area of reality, and the thought is not reality, but we believe our thoughts. And so our whole body can change, right? If you believe that tomorrow you will get a lot of money, your whole body gets excited. If you believe that tomorrow you will never see your family again, you feel depressed. But it's not tomorrow. That's an idea. And there are so many things that can happen between today and tomorrow. So understand that thoughts are illusions. They're not real. We can learn from them. I've learned an enormous amount from my thoughts, but it's easy to take them too seriously. Now, you don't want to be careless with your thoughts. If you look at your motorcycle gasoline tank and it's on empty, and you have another 100 kilometers to drive, you don't want to wait until you run out of gas. Right? You look at it and you say, oh, it will be empty soon. So can I buy some gasoline at the next village? That's a good idea, right? So you want to take your thoughts seriously enough that you can take good action, but not so seriously that you believe that they are real. Which brings us to skill number 80. And this is another skill of understanding. It's an understanding that love is a process, that a child's love is different from an adolescent's love, is different from an adult's love, right? Every baby depends on the world to survive. Every baby depends on his mother, on her mother. So a child's love is a love of desperate need. I need you. I need you to give me milk. I need you to give me food. I need you to hold me. Don't leave me. Because if you walk away from a baby when they're 1 year old, they will die. If you leave a baby in the forest, the baby is not going to walk up and build a house and grow food and hunt a monkey. The baby will die because the baby is completely dependent. So we all start out in our relationships with love as a baby, desperate, needy, crying, I need something, I need love, because if we don't get love, we will survive. We will die. This is child love. I need you. I need you. And many grown-up men in your life will come to you, I need you, I need this, I need that, And this is child love, the love of need. I need you. Now, as we grow up, we move into adolescent love. Adolescents are curious. They're exploring their bodies, the whole chemistry. Life has organized and designed adolescents to produce the healthiest babies on earth. The healthiest babies come from an adolescent body, right? And so life is designed to keep creating more life, to keep creating more and more life. And so in order to encourage us as adolescents to have babies when we are the most healthy, life makes us very curious about our bodies, right? Boys become curious about their own bodies. They become curious about girls' and women's bodies. What's this? What's that? Girls become curious about boys and their own bodies, right? And if you touch yourself in a sexual place, on your breast, on your vagina, on your penis, it feels very exciting. There's adrenaline. Because life is saying, do more of that. Because if you do more of that, it leads to more life. It leads to a healthier baby. So adolescents are curious, and they're filled with desire. I desire to kiss or be kissed by this girl, by this woman. Right? I want to be held. I want to be this. We have a desire that comes with adolescence, a curiosity and a desire. And when we meet men, when we meet boys of any age in their life, 20, 30, but they are still focused on adolescent love. That's how they know how to love. Then they pick, an adolescent picks the love of their life based on the body. Oh, I really love that girl. She's got a beautiful face, right? Now, biology, this is instinct, right? Biology is saying if you have a symmetrical face, then you have healthy genetic code. And so you will have healthier children. Biology is not trying to pick a nice woman or a nice man. It's trying to create a healthy man so that the baby will have good genes. So in the adolescent stage where you're focused on the body, big breasts help to produce lots of milk that produce a healthy child. So the male biology is oriented to who has the biggest breasts, because that is who will create a healthy child statistically. Right? But just because someone has big breasts, it doesn't mean that they're honest. It doesn't mean that they're intelligent. It doesn't mean they're hardworking. It doesn't mean they're kind. It just means that most likely that baby will get more milk. And so adolescent love is about attraction to the body. Right? And of course, women, they want tall men. Why? Because that's a healthy man, that's a strong man. My baby will be tall too. Because in the past, a tall and a strong man could go to war and could win the battle, could hunt the monkey or the wild boar and survive. A taller man would help you survive more, would help your child survive. And so women's biology, they want a tall man. But of course, today, we are not doing hand-to-hand combat in war. You use guns. And a short man with a good aim may be a better hunter than a tall man who is not paying attention. Right? And we like intelligent men, right? Why? Because they will be smart. They will make lots of money. They will take care of the family. They're smart. But a smart man is not necessarily kind, is not necessarily honest, right? Some smart men are very sociopathic. They're very cruel. They're intelligent, but they're not kind. But the instinct, the biology, is if you can get a smart person to take care of you. So women are drawn to intelligence, right? They're drawn to physical muscles, to height, to intelligence, the thing that will allow the baby to grow up in a strong home. But times are changing. Times are changing. If you're a farmer, muscles are good. But what if you're a computer coder and you can make lots of money coding and you don't need muscles? Well, the biology is still focused on the past. And so you're still focused as women on strong men, tall men, smart men, rich men, right? But this is a biological instinct, and it's important as we grow up, right? Because if you notice the child, I need you, the adolescent is I desire you, I want you. I want your money, I want your body, I want your power. I want something from you. And so you could say that both child love and adolescent love are loves of selfish desire. I want this, I want you. I don't care about you. You can find a romantic boyfriend and you're trying to study for your college degree. Your boyfriend is texting you, I want to have sex with you now, right? And you say, well, I have a test tomorrow. This will determine my future. Well, adolescents don't care about the future. Selfish love doesn't care about your future. I don't care, I need to see you tonight. Right? That tells you you're dealing with an adolescent. It could be a 50-year-old adolescent or it could be a 12-year-old. Right? Because child love and adolescent love is selfish. You want a man because he's rich, not because you want to understand and help him with his problems. Right? A boy wants you because you've got big breasts or he's feeling horny now, not because he wants to help you have a great life. The child and the adolescent stages of love are selfish. Right? And it's normal and it's healthy for a child to be selfish. I need your milk. I need you to cry. It's normal, it's natural for a 12-year-old, for a 15-year-old to be fascinated with your body and want to be with you right now. That's normal. That's healthy for a 15-year-old. But what about someone who's 50 years old, who doesn't care about your health, who doesn't care about your exam, who just wants what they want right now? They're still a baby. They're still a child. They're still an adolescent. Well, it's important to understand who you are dealing with, right? If I tell a woman, you know, I really don't enjoy my time with you because of this and this and this. And she says, oh, never mind. I don't care. Just give me a chance. Be with me. What she's saying is, I don't really care about how you feel. I like being with you. I want my idea. I have an idea that is being with you. And I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care what you want. I want it, right? Well, I just know, I'm dealing with a very selfish adolescent. Maybe they're 30, 40 years old. But this is a selfish, it's not mature love. It's child love. It's adolescent love. So what's adult love, right? Because you have to understand the difference between, are you dealing with a child love, an adolescent love, and adult love? An adult love is when you love someone enough to care about them. You care about them. If someone is taking an important test for their future, and you say, I don't care about that, I just want this and this, well, then you don't care about them. You don't even have level 1. But you have to love enough to care. But you have to care enough to take time. I care about you, but not enough to take enough time. Do I love enough? Do I care enough to take time? It takes time to see someone. And do I see someone enough? Do I take enough time to see clearly enough to understand someone? Now, you can maybe understand someone and judge them. You can see them and judge them. You can say, you're fat. I see you. I don't like you. I don't like fat people. You can understand someone enough to judge them. But that's still not adult love. You may be smart, but you may be smart and cruel. When you understand someone enough, you empathize with them. You start to understand why they do what they do, why they feel what they feel. Do I understand this person enough to empathize? To say, oh my God, if I had a father like that, I would also feel terrified of violence. If I had a brother like that, I would also be crazy. I empathize. I understand you and I empathize. I care about you. I empathize, right? And this is where scamming and stuff also comes in, right? And it's also where dependency can come in. You know, if you meet someone and say you like them and immediately they go into the hospital and have a 100,000 peso medical bill, is there enough time for you to care about them, to understand them, to empathize, to want to spend your money to get them out of the hospital? Right? Maybe if you've been married for 3 years, you naturally want to spend all your money to help them in this because you love each other as adults, right? You understand them, you care about them. Or maybe you've been married 3 years and you're an adolescent and you say, this person is so always getting sick, always going down. I need to find a new woman who's healthy because I don't want to spend my whole life paying the bills of this person. So goodbye, I'm going to find a healthy person and have some fun, right? So if an adolescent, why adolescents don't like to help other people, right? If they're in that stage of I just want to get what I want, right? Or a woman is interested in this guy and then he loses his money and I need to find another man who's rich, right? Who can give me the things that I want. I don't care about you. Maybe you were married for 10 years. Maybe you just met, right? Because the difference between a piece of paper, marriage is a piece of paper, and a real relationship, you know? If two people are an adult, then you can have a real relationship and not be married and still care about each other. If two people are children, just looking what they can get from each other, then as soon as one person has a problem, as soon as you have 3 kids and this and it's too much work, I will go to another one, right? I'm a child. I just want to get what's nice right now. I want some candy right now. I'm an adolescent, right? I don't want to take responsibility. It's their fault, right? I just want what I want. So it's really important if you're making long-term commitments with someone to understand, are they an adult? Are you an adult? Are you ready for a long-term commitment? Are they an adult? Do they understand anything enough to even make a commitment? Do they know what they're making? Or do they just feel good right in this moment, right? So this is all part of understanding, right? So if you love someone enough to care, if you care enough to take time, if you take enough time to see, if you see enough to understand, if you understand enough to empathize, to care, and if you care enough to make changes. Some people care, an addict may care, like, I'm drinking, I don't like that I'm drinking the rent money. I really hate myself because I'm drinking the rent money. But I don't care enough to stop drinking. I just hate myself. I'm so bad, and I drink another drink. Meaning, do you care enough to change for the other person, for the relationship? Right? The addict does not, right? The alcoholic, the drug addict, the sex addict, the gambling addict, the fighting addict, the self-pity addict, the one that says, oh, my life is so ruined. Oh, they're an addict, right? They go clean the house. Oh, I cannot clean the house. What's the point? Go take the kids to school. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I don't want to do it. They're an addict to self-pity. They think, oh, I should do it. But they're addicted. They cannot escape, right? So it's not just that you care enough to want to change. You have to care enough to make the change, to stop drinking, to get help, to stop spending the money on cigarettes, to stop, right? To wear a helmet. I just want to go. I don't want to think. I just want to be fast, right? But if you care enough about your family, you slow down, because who is going to provide for your family when you are dead in a motorcycle crash without a helmet? Who? Right? Do you care enough to make a change? If you do, Is the change a healthy one? Do you help your family to survive, to be secure, to experience love and belonging, to develop good values and live by those values, to develop skills, to learn things, to develop talents that let you help your community, that let you create wealth, that create abundance for yourself and other people? Do you serve something bigger than yourself? Right? God, Goddess, the community, the future. Do you serve and care about something bigger than you? This is adult love. And not many people have adult loves. Not many people are good adult lovers, which is why it is a skill that you must earn and you must learn. As you do, you will have the intelligence to say, aha, this is another adult. There's not that many adults, maybe 5%. An addict is not an adult. An addict will throw away their whole family for a drink. That's not an adult. Right? A liar is not an adult. Right? They will do this and do that to get what they want. They will lie. Right? It's not an adult. So understand the difference between the selfishness of your childlike love, the selfishness and desire of your adolescent-like love, and what it means to be an adult. Become an adult by loving yourself, by meeting as many of your needs as you can, by reaching to values, by developing your skills, by learning about yourself. Become an adult. Now, skill 81 is a type of therapy that's called internal family systems therapy. And the great news is it's all over YouTube for free. You can start learning it. And so this skill is, there's a good book called No Bad Parts by Richard Schwartz. Last time I checked it, you would normally have to buy it for 1,000 pesos, but somebody has uploaded it on YouTube, so you can listen to it for free. No Bad Parts. It's a beautiful book. And it offers one of the best types of therapies in the world that you can do alone, and you can also do it with a partner. If you'd like to do it with me, let me know in the submission form below. It's a beautiful form of therapy where you start looking at all the different parts inside of you and learning how they all function to help you, to have helped you survive your childhood, to grow up, to get to this point. But what happens is, for example, if when you are 2 years old, you scream, you cry, ah, and you get what you want. But nobody tells you this you cannot do it again. Maybe when you're 20, you want something, you go, ah, but it's not working anymore. Maybe everyone looks at you and say, you're weird. We don't want to be friends with you. So the same thing that worked in the past is now a problem in the present or in the future. And so all of the problems that we have with our behavior, why do I keep drinking? Why do I keep lying? Why do I keep gambling? Why do I keep being so lazy? Why? Well, sometime in the past, this was a good skill. Being lazy it helped you when you were a child. You avoid the chores and your siblings had to do the chores. But now that you are at work, if you are lazy, you get fired. So the skill that helped you to enjoy your childhood, being lazy, let your siblings do the work, now you don't get a promotion, now you're poor. You still do it though, because some part of you remembers good things happen when you're lazy, right? Or before you're young and you're a bully and you bully people and you feel powerful, right? But now you're a police officer, you bully someone, and you get fired because the police are not allowed to bully, right? So this is a therapy and an understanding where you get to know all of the different parts inside of you over time. And then you teach those parts. You say, oh, hello in there. Now it's not a good time to be lazy. Thank you for being lazy in the past, but now we need to work hard if we are going to create this future, if we're going to create this goal. So how was this video for you? Did you learn anything new? What was something that you learned in this video? Please let me know in the comments below. Is there anything that you will do differently going forward? 1 or 2 actions. When I read a book, I have a large library of books. I always try and highlight and think, this is one thing I will do and now my life will be better. So the success that I have now is largely because I made all those little changes based on what I learned. So thank you so much for watching. Kiss for you, and I'll see you on the next video.